Hi everyone, it's Linda G. I'm back from Laguchi Beach and I'm here with Violetta.
Hello and good afternoon. I'm from Alberta, Canada. I'm psychic Violetta.
Yeah, you're a very good psychic too, by the
Thank
way.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. We know each other about 8 years since I'm
Yeah,
on.
had a good time too. I'll
We
never
always,
forget when you gave me that heartbreaking message that 49ers weren't going to win the Super Bowl.
don't ask me because this weekend is the Super
I'm
Bowl.
not asking you ever again.
No, I was two times right and one not.
Yeah.
And
So anyway, but how can people reach you to get a reading?
please go to psychicvioletta at outlook.com, at my website, psychicvioletta.com.
Okay, because I've had readings with her. I'm telling you, she's good. So, okay, girlfriend. Well,
Thank
I
you.
just want to give you a little tidbit of information I just found out, and I'll have you read on it. Did you know that the leading prosecutor in Virginia has just announced she is not going to go after Letitia James because she has no mortgage fraud. She just announced it. So you know Trump's going to go through the roof.
Again, poor guy, he might get a heart attack in that
He's not going after
chimney.
her at all.
In that chimney, he will go through that.
And he was posting pictures of her in prison outfits. The Comey thing's going to lie flat too, but let's ask about Letitia James. What are you seeing?
I will pull three cards and I will ask you to count to three, please.
One, two, three.
Big hole. So it is just big hole in the, it's like a hole in the tree, those feel you for nothing.
Okay.
The,
Oh,
the trees sometimes they grew up and there was a hole in the tree, but there is still tree inside and then there's some hole around. I'm seeing pictures as an answers. And I have you to from Nate's cards. So this is the they will be looking and then giving flowers. Nothing there. Crying over broken relationships, a lot of other goals they will have, and Letitia still will be a star.
she says oh, I love it. Thank you.
I painted the uniforms on my cards.
Oh, you had to, huh? Yeah.
You don't have that
They
problem.
never told me that you can't have nudity,
I,
but I
but
know some psychics that do.
yeah.
Okay, so did you have a question for me or did you?
Talking about New York, how about Andrew Cuomo? What is his future?
Not good, but I'll double check. Andrew Cuomo.
We love him.
That Muslim man's going to win,
Okay.
and it's going to make Trump go through the roof.
Uh,
But don't worry, Trump's a smart man. He talked to the president of Puerto Rico about Bad Bunny, and he let him know they want to deport him. There is no president of Puerto Rico, numbhead.
because he's the president of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is
Somebody
USA.
said, so what did the president of Hawaii say?
Well, people have to have the
Yeah,
sense
it's
of humor. And
this guy's a huge disappointment and it doesn't leave him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got the mark on him. A lot of issues are troubling. They may even try to cheat, but he's not going to make it.
we are talking about Cuomo.
Cuomo.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I answered on my show and I want you to answer about Comey. What's the final thing that's going to happen with Comey?
Hey, three cards.
One, two, three.
Okay. In Easter time, we are sharing egg. And the kids will be sharing the boiled egg. and they will hit each other in the head. Which egg will break?
Right.
And this is the egg that wouldn't break.
Okay.
A lot of
Yeah.
that's the symbol that I'm seeing, and no, nothing really beating. I'm like a saint. I can't really prove it.
Well,
any
they
better.
fired a DOJ that refused to cuff him. They wanted him to do the perp walk, and the guy said no, and they fired him.
Good
Oh,
harvest, good work, and big change. They will have to go probably close the paragraph and go different direction.
yes. Yes.
And today it was with Bondi. It was
Did you watch any of it?
a little bit, because in the morning I was running to do the blood work, and then I came home, and then a few phone calls, so I had to turn off of my
She
TV.
was just snapping. You think she was Queen Mother. She was just snapping, telling off any Democrat that asked her a question. Yeah. And what about you marching for Antifa? And what about you? And what about you? And Holly, Josh Holly, said these Democrats don't seem to remember that their Jack Smith ordered that the senators' phones be monitored. And 1,000 agents wrote before this and said everything they did was by the law. And what this is what they're accusing, because he asked for the records, for the phone records, not to listen in on phone calls. He was looking for the correlation of who Trump talked to during January 6th. They wanted to see what senators he reached out to. That was the purpose. But they're going to go up there and lie.
I heard that, talking about Jack Smith, I will ask you a question. I heard that he is sick. He is
What?
in Europe. That's what I heard. And Cheryl told me, and I can trust
Is she
her.
sure it's Jack Smith and it's not Mueller? Mueller has Parkinson's.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's the one thing. But Jack Smith, apparently, he was a young-looking guy, but the stress could kill anyone.
Oh, yeah.
And he is sick. Can you see what is the future for him?
Jack Smith.
Because Trump was going to go after him. I said that they will keep him in Europe. That was my
Yeah,
view.
he stays out where the Hague is. Listen, whatever Jack Smith has on him, though, someone else will take it on. It doesn't end with Jack Smith.
Okay, so there will be new investigation eventually reopen.
Jack Smith, he looks happy. One of his kids may even had a baby. He's unhappy about the investigation and he's itching for it to be revealed, but I don't see illness. That's interesting.
Because Cheryl told me so.
I never saw it anywhere, and I'm looking on I wonder what she saw.
Very quiet, but he never was loud. To start
Yeah.
it, he never was loud. He was always the
He kept his personal life to himself.
and the same was with Miller. How would
So
Chris-
Trump is threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act. What do you see?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. He will, but it will be hanging on the hair, and the hair will break. So something will break completely. They wouldn't trust him.
Yep.
He's bossy, and they will educate him that they are not able to do those things that he's making them to do. And there is no threat to have,
There's never been a threat.
yeah, because he wants to think that that's the way it is. Okay, Insurrection Act, that allowing president to mobilize the military. I have a question for you.
Okay.
How those military guys are planning to get rid of Pete Exit? You know who I'm talking.
They're all talking about it. I saw them sitting at a table. And by the way, a lot of military men are leaving. They don't want to work under him. He's a wannabe shill man.
40, 19, he dismissed.
Yeah.
19. That's unbelievable. And
Yeah.
the rest must be, and many months ago at the beginning, I said the future for Hicks is exit. And that generals will be debating behind the closed doors. So that
Yes,
was
they will be.
premonition about him.
Yeah, and it's not going to be very good.
Oh,
It's not going to be very good. Look at this with this court and this court. You know what they'd like to do?
well,
They'd
that
like
will
to,
be an
they'd like to get him out on the battlefield and then
but
maybe have an accident.
do you think that they will
But he's a fool and he's proving himself to be a fool.
do
They
you
have
think
absolutely no respect for him. And here's the thing, he knows it.
no, he has apparently a paranoia, afraid that someone will shoot him.
Well, they're not really threatening assassination, but I can see where he's afraid.
His people think that he has that paranoia. But do you think that they will make a court on him?
You mean put him up before a tribunal?
Something like that, yes.
Will he end up paying a price? I see him leaving sooner than later. But will they bring him back for some sort of hearing? All of them. Listen, you should listen to Andre. He does the best astrology as far as where he even have Stephen Miller's time of birth. And the aspects, the one who has really good aspects is Gavin Newsom. And I'm not going to put my hat in the ring yet. But Gavin Newsom looks really good. A whole bunch of people, but Miller, Hedgehog, all the people. Who's the one with the streak in her hair? They all have this big time Saturn aspect coming up next year, and it's like crumbling. So something's going to happen next year, beginning spring.
What is Hitchcock? Who is Hitchcock?
It's that Pete Hedgehog.
Oh, okay. I call him Exit. You call Hitchcock. Okay.
I call him Pete Hedgehog. So what was the question again? I'm so busy yapping.
Would they do the court on him?
Will he have to go? Yes, yes. Ten of Pentacles. Absolutely, yes. He'll try to do a deal and they won't let him. There's a very strong woman standing here that might be part of the court system.
His wife is everywhere behind his back and checking if he's not cheating because he had three marriages and he was
He was bringing her to top secret meetings. It
And
was
she did-
unheard of. You can't bring your
Yeah.
wife in here.
she didn't have even clearance.
I know.
And that's
He
what
doesn't anymore. So someone told him you can't do that.
but even that is enough to put the court on him.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's
there's a judge in Georgia whose house had an explosion and burned to the ground. Was that done by, because she voted against Trump and they think it was an insider that caused her house to burn down?
because
It was a huge fire. 1, 2, 3.
symbol of magnet, which is bringing the energy or pulling things together. So someone might pull the metal parts and put this fire. And yes, to cause distress and crying. King of love, because they love him and they wanted to celebrate something for him.
That's terrible. But that doesn't make her afraid. That makes her more angry. He does these things and he hopes people will be, and there are some who are too afraid, but there's people that are saying, F you, I'll do what I want.
You feel like it's impossible that they will do those rights on buildings.
Yeah.
And Kristen is so happy when it's happened because
Yeah.
she has a reason to post a nice clothes or new outfit. She likes those outfits for hunting, for being
Yeah.
policewoman. Gosh.
So you have another question?
Okay. Question for you. How will be the job markets coming now? Would more people get jobs? I'm doing a lot of private readings, and people are afraid that they will lose jobs or they lost jobs and they couldn't find anything.
Oh, and guess what Johnson just said? I just saw a news clip he did. He wants to not pay people furlough. Now, let me tell you something. If you don't pay people furlough, give me their motivation for even showing up to work. Why would the people working in the towers for the planes, why would they show up to work? You're not even going to pay me my back pay? This could cause a major shutdown because I don't know what you've seen for the shutdown of the government. I'm feeling it might last up to 30 days.
I couldn't believe it because I saw that someone will be in a corner and it will be happy. And I thought, that doesn't make sense that Republicans will win. But then I discovered that Trump was a happy face after that. He
Well,
wanted
he
that.
thinks he can blame the Democrats, but even the White House put out a thing saying 60% of the people blame the Dems. Total lie. If you look at the current, it's everybody's blaming the Republicans, just like they did the last time. It's a Republican House, it's a public, and even Pam Bondi's sitting up there. Well, my guys aren't getting paid because
Yes.
you guys can't come together and come and you're holding the budget hostage. And he says, and she said, it's awfully quiet around here. He says, you know why it's quiet around here? Because Johnson sent everybody home. So they wouldn't have to work with us on a budget. Won't even come to the table. And they don't want that new gal to come in and be sworn in.
You see, in Canada, when they were, those two parties wouldn't be, or we have more parties, if they wouldn't be able to communicate, they will take them as hostage, not the people. They will tell them, okay, you don't know how to communicate, we will make a new election and we will be choosing around who will stay or who will
That's
go.
the way to do it. And
Because
then not pay them. They're the ones that shouldn't get a paycheck.
I feel like your government is hostage, or like long time ago, the rich guy will have a boy to be beat up if the rich guy was doing something stupid. So they
Yeah,
will be picking up the poor kid from village because they couldn't touch the big guy,
right.
son of the millionaire royalty. So this is such an unrealistic way of solving problems.
So
Not
let me
only
look at jobs. Okay. Oh, let's look real quick. Well, I got you here. Let's
the
look at
market,
the stock
market.
market. Oh, it's going down, all of it. It's all red.
Oh, no, I'm jobs market. Would the
Job
jobs?
market. Let's look. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Well, there'll be a new market coming up where there'll be more jobs, but it's like a lot of people are moving away. Ooh, it's really tough. We got 10 weeks, 10 months of stress. Even if we come to a conclusion at the table, a lot of government people don't even want to be there anymore. They don't want to work in that kind, and they don't get paid that much.
No, they don't.
And they're going to over there make them pay and not be able to feed their families or take their
In
kids to.
Canada, if someone is working for the government, they feel secure for years and years to come.
That's how it used to be.
And I don't understand. And the politicians are getting richer and richer when they go to
And
Senate.
then they're over there, Jack Smith listened to us. And it's like, wait a second, you're looking at everybody's social media to make sure they've never said anything bad about Trump. I feel the job market's still going to suffer here for it. There's some suffering coming on. You know, as Andre said, the planets are in the war in not World War One, war Civil War. So sort of aspects.
Yeah, I'm afraid that that will happen. Can I ask you extra question?
Sure.
Do you think that people will rebel?
Oh yeah, that's what I saw. I saw
And I,
people saying enough because you know what I told everybody? When you can't feed your family and they can't get medical care, what do you have to lose?
nothing.
Except try to burn it down. And I see people so angry and marching. Now, I don't want the people in Portland because those are the kids that are at the ice center and they're doing stuff that's irritating Ella, and Trump's using that as an excuse. They're not horrible. They're not burning it down, but he's using that like I'm going to claim martial law and all this. And I'd rather they just calm down because I know they want to make their point.
And eventually,
But we're going to have boom, boom. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on
you think on the 18th will happen, or will that happen before the end of this year?
before the end of this year.
So he will be in the hot panties before the end of the year, and
You
he
know how
might,
none of them can go to a restaurant or anything and people are booing them right out? People just don't like them and they act like they're the most beloved people on earth. No, they're not. People hate you. And let me tell you that you think Pete Hedgecog got anxiety and worry. They all need to have, because there's some people, let me tell you, MAGAs that used to love Trump are furious at him.
but they have zippers on the mouth.
No, they're
They
talking on Facebook. They're saying, I voted for him 3 times and now I'm losing my farm.
and the farmers. Okay,
Terrible.
you ask me or I ask you?
Well, yeah, ask about the farmers.
What will be the farmers' role? Because they are losing crops with soya beans and corn, and
And they went
Trump,
to Argentina, right, to buy the soybeans?
Argentina, he's giving Argentina 12 billion and his own farmers 10 billion.
No,
To
well, they're not getting nothing now. They're not buying any soybeans from the United.
USA, no one is able to sell it.
Yeah. So ask about the farmers.
Would they collect?
Because I feel it's not necessarily your blue, it's your red that's going to be few. It might even be the red states that have these outbursts. And they might even hit the governors of those states, etc. But when you can't feed your family, what do you have to lose?
Because
One, two, three.
nothing. Nothing. You can't lose anything when you
Right.
have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
People will be united, both parties,
United. Yep. And they're telling them off at these places.
because feeding the baby, they will be the family first. And that will be a huge surprise.
Yeah.
There's that fire, that not that flood in Texas.
Yeah.
And a lot of those rich kids lost their lives.
Yeah.
FEMA was not on time. They must be really upset about who is the boss and who is responsible.
Yeah.
Can't blame Democrats about that.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
And so still so many kids are missing.
I know. It's awful. And they're landing helicopters on top of buildings and taking children out in their underwear.
To show, to make a video, to
It's
show
terrible.
it. Yes.
Oh, the other one that's really going to suffer is Kristi Noem. She's going to suffer greatly. I mean, we can't wish it as much as I'd like to wish it, but she's going to suffer. Let me tell you, it's like a whole Nuremberg thing.
Okay. Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How will suffer Pampandi? what she suffered as
Oh,
well.
yes. I looked at her earlier. Let me tell you what. Let's just
Oh,
look.
you did. I'm sorry. I'm
Let's,
not, I'm not prejudiced, but I'm not watching anyone because I'm so afraid that your messages will hit me.
me too. I do the same thing. Me too. I even have to barely take in the news media. A lot of it can be fake news. But because I don't, it's so negative. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be blindfolded, but I also kind of need to know what's really going on. Like you telling me about Jack Smith, I have not heard anywhere.
Okay, I didn't, but Cheryl told me, so I'm just saying. Usually she is very reliable.
Is former DOJ agent Jack Smith ill? I'm so heartbroken by that. Says no credible or verifiable reporting indicating that former DOJ special counsel Jack Smith is ill. I hope that's true.
Okay.
Okay, so where were we going to go then?
About the Pam Bondi.
She's going to lose her law license. You know what happens though? Let me tell you. Trump is out of the picture, so I don't know if he lives. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see them being able to hide behind his skirt. Trump is out of the picture, so she's got nothing but bad news, and her whole life will be turned upside down, and nobody's giving her a hand. I see a trial for her, and she won't have that pompous little last thing. Yeah.
Oh, she was so flirty with camera, like she was looking at them. Oh, my profile looks better this way, that way. Oh, my chin is high enough. No, and I thought how many husbands, if she was even married, because she's so cold. And then now she had husband for a really short time, but she had two husbands.
Yeah, but
That,
she
that's
also hung out with
many years
Trump
ago.
years ago. She was with Trump and she was his type. She was young and blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for a question?
Oh, yes.
Tell me about the Gaza humanitarian effort that they were
The,
trying to do. The flotilla, are they going to be okay?
uh, Three parts.
Thunberg, Thorn, what's her name?
Thunberg, I think.
The young girl, the one that won the Nobel Peace Prize. By the way, Israel admitted that they tortured her. They said she's an enemy of the state and we follow protocol. We torture our enemies. She's just a little 4'11" girl.
She's very young because
Yeah.
she was a kid before when
Yeah.
Trump was annoyed by her
Yeah.
smartness. And I have one.
Hmm?
Can you count, please? Sorry.
One.
Which I have one.
I shouldn't be drinking vodka out of a water bottle. One.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. Two, three.
she will spill the beans. She will be telling people what's going on.
Everything.
Everything. I don't think they torture her to the. They might keep her
They said
hungry.
they grabbed her by the hair and
Yeah, and she was with grandson of Mandela.
no kidding.
Yeah, both of them went. So the grandson has a reason to be someone in the life, in his life. I have to check how he looks like. But she's spinning the wheel. Of course, she will be talking about this. She's too famous for them to take her as a hostage.
To be as bad as they could be, yeah.
She will grow stronger and more independent, more donations. Yes, she will be a hermit. So they might keep her in isolation for some time, but I think they let her
Or
out.
she hides in isolation because it could have shook her up. But let me tell you, they were trying to call her a hero. She said, "No, I'm no hero. I just was trying to feed starving children."
She's like messenger from the other side.
But you know what? Kim Jong-un said if Israel touches a hair in her head, he's going to blow him out of the water. Well, he never did nothing.
They are afraid of her fame, being so famous for good reason.
Yeah, well, but he didn't blow, and somebody else said they would hit Israel if they hurt. I think maybe not Egypt, Saudi Arabia.
But
Okay. Now, where do you want to go?
okay, uh, will USA put some restrictions on Donald after, the okay, just if they will be able to put restrictions on him, Senate and Congress eventually.
Okay. You mean like sanction him or something? He's going to get kicked out. There was a gal at my event Sunday, and I wished I would have just taped what she said. And I'm trying to find out who she was. I can still see her face. And she has these prophetic dreams. And she proceeded to tell the whole group about a dream she had that the military, the generals actually went into Congress and said, you need to throw an amendment 25 and you need to do it now. Almost sequestered them so they couldn't leave the building. And then they dragged Trump out. But that was a dream. You and me are like, wish come true, wish come true.
And people are so have premonitions.
So we were asking what, because I forget as soon as I start.
What if they will be able to put some restrictions on him?
Yeah, all the lies will catch up to him is what's going to happen. Yeah, we're going to be celebrating. They will. But remember, a lot of them are having to pack their bags and leave. A lot of them will be going because people will be so furious. And let me tell you, they will not be able to cheat. They'll try to cheat, but I see blue, blue, blue.
Okay. Now it's yours then. I can wait.
Okay,
As long as I can remember what I want to ask.
okay. Recently, the outages at the Canadian border points have caused hours of long delays for truckers. Have you heard about that?
No, but it's
In this case, a faulty scanning equipment, I can't tell if it's OR or QR, is being orchestrated by someone. Truckers' livelihoods are being impacted. So just ask if it's going to end up okay.
Ricard.
1, 2, 3.
Not necessary because I see a symbol of protester laying down on the ground and they can't go by trucks over them.
Oh, okay.
It is just a symbol of protesting because some secrets will
Your
come.
sound is out.
I don't have a sound.
There you go. It's there. Oh, you were talking, but it was muffled.
Oh, there will be a reason for people to be eventually reunited and be secure. So they will win something positive eventually.
Okay, good, good.
Today there was a talk between different questions I have still on the back of my mind, but I want to ask today. Carney was talking with
Trump.
How that went?
Oh, gosh.
I
And he was
answered.
telling the news media, they keep saying, sir, are you going to call that we know he's going to do? You know, what is he calling it? Insurrectionists and all this.
Yeah.
He's going to shut down California. He's going to shut down Oregon. And he acts like he's so, oh, what about Comey? I have nothing to do with that. Yeah, you do. You posted it on your site. Okay.
We are talking about Prime Minister of Canada, Carney.
I want to see how he's doing today. He goes there because he's trying to talk reason to him. Because it's, you know, I even think Trump wanted the meeting because I think it's really affecting everyone. There's no tourism, there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
They even saying Disneyland is really quiet.
Well, Canadians were going to Las Vegas all the time, and Las Vegas is sending us messages. Can you come to play in Las Vegas? No, we
They
are
said
stuck.
it's totally, and no one's buying liquor anymore. And yeah, they're not making no money, girlfriend.
And I'm nicely surprised that Canadian be that solid
Let me
together.
tell you something though. Something's going to happen here. Since when I asked about Canada, I don't know if they're looking for Canada to help, but there's some unexpected military thing that could happen even in another country, but it's going to affect us even more. It's almost like you think the shutdown is bad. Wait till you see this. Something's going to happen. And he leaves with something in his pocket with some good news about money, but there's something going to happen. I just saw it. I can feel it. I can see Trump beat red. And it's something like Hedgehog thought he had all his military all in his pocket. And I don't see them working with him very well. I almost see like, just like that parade, it was an embarrassment.
They are showing him we don't respect you.
No.
Both of, we don't respect both of you.
Yeah. Something's going to happen that they think everybody's going to come up. Maybe it's even with the martial law, but they're going to, and the military refuses to hurt civilians.
That was one of my questions. In 2026, when the elections will be going, if Trump is still around, would he be able to control the elections by putting military on the streets and taking the ballots?
What I can tell you is no, they won't do it. And I can tell you that it's still going to be blue, blue, blue. I don't care what he does. He can try to screw it up, but it's definitely not going to happen. I see that they're able to get the votes through. The blatant trying to steal the elections is not going to happen. He's going to try to cause some emergencies and everything. It's not going to happen. People will be so done with him. By the time this thing comes around, they can't wait to get to the voting box.
Before, if it will be just a post standing, people will vote for the post, not for the Trump, before the, you know. So now they are voting, they will be voting whoever it will show up to be voted for, but not for Trump.
No.
For next
And the people that worked around him, his little minions, they're all going. They're just saying, no, we don't want you.
I don't understand. Well, maybe you understand how those people who knows from the previous years how badly he was treating his ex people from the White House, how they can still glue to him and hope that he
He
will
said
be
he was going to fix the economy. How did they even believe he would say that? Remember, he was going to give us the best health care ever? That
Yeah.
never happened. But someone said something on another show, and I kind of wonder. Somebody said, "Here's the truth." I think she won. I think they did. I think Elon Musk stole votes. She barely won, but she won. And I think part of it was that nobody wanted a black woman, a woman, and a woman married to a Jewish man. Those rednecks, that they weren't going to go there. Now they were willing to take Obama in a landslide,
He
but
was so charismatic,
yeah.
he was charmer.
And she didn't have that much time out there, you know.
No,
Do you
but
think if Biden had stayed in, he would have won?
no,
Okay.
no. I said I had the vision during like 100 few days before, and I said they will be changing the steering wheel in the sport car during the race. And I thought that's unimaginable. But it was sport blue car, and that's what Biden loved to drive. We
Yeah.
didn't need anything that he is so sick.
Yeah.
And I said they would change the steering wheel in the machine, like when the cars are moving around in the circle. And that's what's happened.
Yeah. But the good news is Trump is cutting his nose to spite his face. He's blowing it. He's talking bull. Now people are going to really feel measles is the highest it's ever been in the United States. And other nations don't want us around because they don't want us carrying disease. And people are losing everything. And watch what happens. He went in there and lied. It was all about him and putting money in his pocket. He could care less about the American people.
Yeah. I
So,
had measles as a child. I
oh,
nearly die. I nearly die.
oh, it's terrible.
It is
Terrible.
terrible. And because I have bleeding disorder, I was bleeding all over with every openings from ears. And the nurses were bathing me in the dark room because you couldn't have the lights.
Yeah.
As a 12 years old, you understand what they are talking. And one is saying, and the bathtub is full of blood. And she
Oh,
said,
that's terrible.
did you ever seen anything like that? And I'm looking and I thought, I'm in a bad situation.
Yeah.
But I went after a few weeks, they sent me home and I was fine.
Oh, thank God.
And I'm still kicking. But it was like, so many kids can die.
I know, and they're letting polio start up again. Diphtheria, which I heard is terrible.
I had a girlfriend who was suffering from polio. She was born in France and then she came back to Poland because we had a free healthcare. So her father was Polish, her mom was French, and they brought that little girl. I was playing with her and she was limping on one leg, 5 years old. Can you imagine to have that life ahead being crippled
But
so
she
bad?
could still walk, though, right?
He was walking
Yeah.
and then
Because
they,
remember, Roosevelt, he got it as an adult, but he was from the waist down, he was totally crippled.
yeah, and it is terrible illness.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
sweetie, thank you for coming with me. I have to get off because I'm on with Arthur next.
Thank you so much for inviting me. And next time I will
Your show.
on my show. Thank you. And thank you, your viewers, for watching. And see you next time.
See you next time. You take care, sweetie. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.